Hello there, my name's and welcome back to The Outer Worlds 2. We are by the crab. Yeah, I guess Crab Shack would work. We're heading this way because we have to do a couple little things. One is we need to deactivate the drones, which is basically go in there and destroy them all. Find the person who wants the books. I think she's in this house. And then head here to find the grafted soldier and get the information for the guy with the top hat, and also get the pass that lets us into this place. Otherwise, we have to come here and kill everybody, which not really what I want to do, but well, not initially, let's say that. We can always slaughter everyone later, it doesn't matter. But I'd rather not do that until we exhaust the quests for them. Once we exhaust the quests, fuck them. That sounds evil, but that's our character for this playthrough. Remember, we cannot use vendors because we're doing the anti-consumerism challenge or whatever the hell it is. Aim for the lens. There we go. And none of them dropped anything. Oh, no. This one dropped stuff. Alright. Yay. A flywheel. I'm sure that'll replenish my 15 bullets. Oh, that's another thing. This game is completely borked in terms of its audio. Because while I was running back over to the Crab Shack, it started playing the wireless radio, which is like the Pip-Boy, basically. And it's all what I'm pretty sure is copyrighted music and shit. So I turned it off. And it just kept playing it. I was like, I don't understand why. Then it started going through audio logs of stuff that we don't have. Like one I know for a fact is an endgame audio log because, well, it's not an audio log, it's an endgame speech that we get from a character. And it was talking about how we have basically ended the game. So that's a little awkward. Oh, hello. I thought you were farther away. Okay, they did. Oh, they saw me because I went up that rock. Get rid of this guy so we can focus on. Oh. That's a lot of them, okay. Action slide into the lens. If we hit the lens, it's a guaranteed critical hit. Have a grenade. So that particle that they're dropping is a xyranium. And if we get in it, it hurts our toxicity. But they take small damage over time. No, fucking, like, auto. The aim assist fucked me there. I was trying to throw it that way. And then it's like, no, into the wall. Thanks. Alright. There's one more. Where are you? There we go. Up, and we encounter xyranium. The only way to get rid of xyranium is through a doctor or a auto dock. I think actually a trauma bag might get rid of it as well. But I know for a fact the auto docks will remove it. Oh, there's more. Okay, let's get our loot. We need the loot. Now, enemies do not respawn in this game. So, once we kill these guys, they're dead. Unless we find a quest that causes them to respawn, but that is highly unlikely. So there's a fixed number of XP in the world, but it's still, if you do all the quests and everything, you're still going to have more than enough to reach max level. But that is doing all the annoying quests. Just take all the goodies. You're not real, you're real, you're real. Oh, we don't have lockpick. Okay. Can we? No, lockpick 3. Okay. Blah, 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 without risking detection. Random intervals. Alright, so they wanted to do that to provoke them? Not sure why, but they chose to. Okay, invisible wall, thank you. Yeah, there's an invisible wall that way that I can't go, but I can come over here for some reason. Alright. Not my problem. Game design, yay, well done. Now, yeah, we have none of those perks or engineering. Not the worst. Not the worst. Got our bonking stick. If they've been naughty, we gotta bonk them. Remember, we're looking for red marks on our compass. This house is tied to a quest. Whoa. Okay. Sure. Why not? Inside. We don't have the quest, so we can't do the extra stuff here. Not that it really matters. We're here for the loot. Because we need it so that we can make better stuff. Or just survive. There's also, yeah, there's a hole in the roof. So if you don't find this way, you can always drop in through the ceiling. While I was running around town, I saw, where was it? I was on that roof, I think it was. Looking over this way. Was it over this way? I forget which way I was looking. And there was stuff out behind rocks that we could potentially loot. That's a bad drop. I think it was just maybe that section over there. Oh well. Well, let's do what we wanted here. This is the lady that wants the magazines. Or the comic books, basically. The periodicals. The historical documents, if you will. She wants 1, then 4, then 5, if I remember correctly.
Oh, what's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch, free as they please. Admit I'm accustomed to a higher standard of precaution. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came.
Oh, her voice. The voice actress. I can't. Oh, I know. I can't place the fucking actress. It doesn't matter. I just don't associate her with this character. Anyways, we're giving her the books.
Ah, I see you've discovered some of my misappropriated materials. Careful labeling proves prudent and useful yet again. Here, for your effort. A full set of Science Adventures Quarterly was stolen from me and sold to various unknown parties across the island. Since you've already proven adept at their repossession, I would put it to you to locate the rest. In exchange, I will provide you with rarities and bits.
Why do you want these?
In my role, I compile material providing special insight on other colonies. Items prohibited to others, news logs, serials, and the like. During recent troubles, unsavory elements removed certain items from my old office. Among them, this entire series, which took considerable time to assemble, I might add.
Where was your office?
The Ministry of Accuracy, over the hill from here, where I formerly operated before the invasion. It is currently unoccupied by humans leastways. However, that, while unfortunate, remains inapplicable to matters at hand.
Alright, what are these materials? Yeah, what are they?
A form of manipulatory ideation disguised as popular entertainment, intended to sway the audience to their point of view, couched within just a crackingly exciting narrative. Specifically, an Earth Directorate periodical featuring beloved fictional characters Commander Zane and Buddy. An effective mental conditioning device. And right thrilling.
Science Adventure Quarterlies. Yeah, we know them.
It was a popular fiction periodical from not long ago. Each of its 10 volumes featured an exhilarating cover illustration depicting Zane and Buddy's thrilling exploits. Whether they faced automechanical industrialists or robber magnates from the Plutocrian kleptocracy, their tales remained invigorating thrill rides.
I'm noticing a distinct personal interest here.
The line represented a growth of the medium from the less sophisticated 2-bit dreadful, both in style and effectiveness. Its remarkable popularity not only mirrored a rise in public sentiment against greedy corporations and tyrannical governments across colonies. The brief window surrounding the volume's release saw a marked increase in skip drone requests for Earth Directorate aid. I believe there remains much to learn from them.
I still can't help thinking it's your personal collection.
I'll admit, Commander Zane and Buddy's exploits make for a sensational read. They saved Carnifeller's brain, for instance. Oh, and Mammon Incorporated, of course, too. So no, I am not immune to their considerable charms, but my interests in recovering them are strictly professional, I can assure you. Quite right. In fact, delightful. I am pleased you are on the case, as it were. So very Zane and Buddy. Return again when you have another 4 volumes, and I will trade them for more valuable oddities. May safety, amity, and ease be yours.
Gotcha. Alright, I don't rightly remember where the other ones are. Someone's hostile. Somebody need bonking? Yes, they do. Okay, I'm here. There's 2 of them. This. Where's the other body? Where are you, drone? There you are. Alright, I think there's a periodical over here.
I must say, I have many reservations about this. The Protectorate has always provided for us. For what reason would we forsake such a stable and safe way of life?
Fancy, you'll be thriving.
So your superiors order you to thrive?
No. It's just something you can do on your own. You'll have bosses and employers, but it's up to you to get yourself to the top and make yourself an employer.
I see. And why would I want to do such a thing?
There we go.
Surely my assigned place would provide me with all the necessities of life.
Yes. But you could have more necessities, and even some unnecessaries.
For what reason would I desire material possessions which are, by definition, unnecessary? And while we're on the topic,
Alright, we're just moving away from that. I don't care that they're having this philosophical argument. Oh, it's dark. That's generic food. Alright. Okay, let's go over here first. Get our bonking stick. Actually, let's try... Should be some raptidons. Ah, we're both hiding. Gotcha. Alright, so skills. What do we want? What do we want? We want... Probably sneak up. Hack. Just to get those working all the way up. I think guns is kind of fine for now. We'll probably put one or a few in melee. 1 or 2, just to get it so that we can be more effective. Okay. Here. You. Okay, there's more in there, but we're gonna avoid them for now. Just because we can always deal with them in a second. We want to deal with... Someone still alive? No. Alright. We want to deal with this crab. Fine. Little bastard. Okay. Down here. Oh, come on. There we go.
Back again to look for this protectorate idiot. Don't know why we bother. Sure shooting, he's gone. If you're that new salesperson, don't bother. Whoever was here packed up and left. I just come out here to tick boxes on Nova Street's list. And it's
All right.
bits.
Easy bits, you say. Short rounds. That might be death to try and jump on. Some stuff you can jump on, other stuff you can't. Oh, there's one. Cool. Thank you. Hack our way in. Just plugging in wires is hacking, apparently. Trauma kit. Encryption key. Bits. Don't care. Okay, what do we got? Oh, hello. Nope, locker 3. Okay. What are you? No, we can't make it. If we had the perks for this, we could make a trauma kit. But we don't.
Taking care of citizens is developing possible customers. And come out here yourself. That subject laughed after the first time the guy talking to him.
Rifle. I think if I remember, all the enemies are inside. There's none outside anymore. That door's locked. Oop. Yoink. Right, so Auntie's choice. Drop these crates full of these guys as a form of warfare. That's to the quest. Oh, she's fighting it. Oh, that's alright. Oh, good luck with that. There's a vending machine. Can't mess with it though. Alright. The little listening post. Are you? Ooh, ammo, lovely. Activate the door. Peacekeeper armor. That's not the greatest. Shut up. Lovely. wrong button. All right, inventory. 30 damage, but it has an actual sight on it, so it does more. But we have ammo now for our pistol. Which does more damage by itself, so.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Alright. What did we pick up in terms of mods? None. That is... Actually, didn't we get a light pistol mod? Oh, we have to craft them, right, don't we? Yeah, weapon mod, we can make it... That's unfortunate. Hello.
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt.
Maybe I'm the dangerous one. Maybe you should be on your guard.
You're kidding, right? Look, even if you did somehow prove to be dangerous or something vaguely approximating it, I still rather fancy my odds in a fight. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here?
I was hired to find you and send you back. Yeah.
Yeah? Well, I'm Trooper Silong. Inez, former combat medic, Enhanced Soldier Division. Now just a menial troubleshooter who looks to have gotten her job swept out from under her. They're always counting me out. Every single one of them. And now, they ain't even letting me finish the jobs they send me on. Kinda making it hard to prove myself here. And this rep didn't even have anything that could help my graft. This whole thing's a wash. I'm sick of it.
Grafted soldier, we never met anyone before.
If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs.
I gotta ask, what's your third arm do?
Other than punch a hole in my armor, cause Huel at the saloon to yell in consternation, not much, at present. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now.
Gotcha. And well, she wants a chance to prove herself.
I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones.
Alright,
No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
Is she, or is she trying to make up for her past mistakes? You could try kissing the graft to make it... Yeah, there we go.
If the graft were an imaginary boo-boo, I wouldn't be in this mess, friend. It's paperwork that's the problem.
Oh, she does have a third
fine
arm.
print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter.
Yeah, you can see it just over her shoulder. If the contract holder would have died, then would that get you out of it?
Law, no. The contract would just pass down the line of succession. It's a very long line. And anyway,
Damn.
I ain't a killer. No matter how much I fantasize about shutting him up when he goes on and on about how he's the father of capitalism reincarnated, or lamenting that his mock apple martini ain't blended quite right. Ugh, never quite got the hang of those.
Go independent, yeah. I mean, she'll probably get screwed over, but...
Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe.
Alright. Maybe I'll see you
Get
around.
the feeling you will. Anyhow, think I'll return to Fairfield to have a little chat with Milver Street. Good luck in there. Mind the wraps.
Absolutely. Yeah, the little arm was just over her left shoulder. I kept thinking this was like a doorway over there. Alright, let's see what we get up to here. Oh, they really fucked this place up. Hello? I can't see you. Oh, there you are, that one. I thought that was a different one. Yeah, I thought that one there was already dead. That's why I wasn't targeting it. Alright, so there's one above us. There it is. Bad. A little preemptive reload. Okay, so they brought down the walkways. That's a locked door. Alright, I don't see anything else down here. Let us climb. Oh, hello. So some steam can hurt you, but it's very obvious. They make it loud, and it's a whole kind of like production. Like the steam shoots out, it's very loud, and then it stops. Then it starts again. It's one of those things. Already deliverable. Europa Arc Pass. Deliver prominent report immediately. Okay, sure. Oh, it's for the... Okay. It's for the, oh god, it's for the repair bay. Sure. So that's the pass that gets us into the repair one. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, nope, can't do that. Is it just from here? It is just from there, okay. I thought we had to go and do the fancy jumping, but no. Sure, don't grab onto any of that. Fuck you. Let's eat. I should have just reloaded. That might have gone better. I forgot there was 2 of them. Good old monster closets. Okay, got yours. Yes, actual grenades. Lovely. Yeah. Lovely. What we got? Alright. Up. I think that one drops in this hallway, if I remember right. Yep. Electrical. Bunch of bits. I think that's it for this room. Down we go. Haha. Into the locked room. Another lockbox. You died. Oh. Thank you. Do not spare the rod. Yeah. With suspicion. Send the refreshments. New horizons for mental refreshments. Yep. That clears out this place. Light off. Because even though I can't see it during the day, the enemies still can. You're trash. But you have no stealth multiplier, that's the problem. Also, it's a slower rate of fire. That. if I remember right, this whole section, like right here, ooh, very sensitive, like right here, is all a minefield. Let's... I think this is a guard shack. Let's find out. Go around the back. Up. Oh, hello. Nope. Got juveniles. There should be one adult. Or pseudo-adult. Thank you. That actually helped me. Try and go invisible, you little bastard. We got the spitter? Yes. Take your time. Take your time. The longer it takes for this guy to come to us, the more energy we get back, meaning the more headshots we can do. Nope. I'm surprised we got that headshot. Let's lockpick and explode. I forgot how useful lockpick was for just opening stuff. Okay, so that was that house. Okay. Let's grab this cartridge. Oh yes, there it is. No man's land. The way you find landmines is by looking for the little indentation like that, or you just walk over them and hope you don't die. Both ways work. Since we have more ammo. If you have, I think, explosives perk, you can actually disarm the mines. But typically it's best just to avoid them. If you can. Also, beware of chain reactions. Oh, I didn't even see that one until I started moving. Barrel shotgun, we gotta keep you. I've gotta remember that we can't buy ammo, so we can't just use one type of ammo anymore. This goes... Ooh. Oh. Down here. Yeah, I've never actually explored down here. And we can't until we get a shield to get rid of the... Well, that'll allow us to kind of withstand the poison. Remember the way we came. Once we get better armor, we can actually kind of run through this. That's one right there. It's always a guess of, is this a landmine or is it a texture that's slightly wonky? Typically it's a landmine. That's usually what I default to. It's like, it's a landmine. Let's try shooting it. Alright, let's see. Is there anything up here that's worth it? We got a... Damn. I was hoping we were far enough back. Is that a... No, that's a body. That's a filled-in crater, it looks like. No. We're just scavenging, is what we're doing. That's where they put bodies of traitors, I think? And they put them up as punishments? I forget.
You there.
Hello.
Keep your hands where I can see them. Stranger, consider yourself lucky that I've been ordered to not open fire unless fired upon. I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent.
Did you hang the corpses? Corpses.
Yes. They are corporate degenerates who threatened our dominion and way of being.
Oh.
When we captured them, we hanged them as a warning. Now the capitalist scourge's advancement has ended. Their morale is shattered, and they do not dare encroach. I dare say this spectacle served its purpose well. If you are an enemy of the Protectorate, you will be judged. May we all take heed of such a warning.
Well, at the risk of disrupting our little armistice, I need to cross the bridge. Let me?
Out of the question. Must I repeat myself? If you are not a loyal Protectorate subject, you will not cross this bridge. Be grateful I do not judge with such haste as my superior to the north, Brigadier Montelli. He's been fervent of late, looking for any Protectorate subjects who have displayed disloyalty in his estimation. Any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights, myself included. And so we wait for the proverbial axe to fall.
Only one way to deal with people who take you down with them. Take them down first. That's tempting, but that may also be very hostile. What counts as
Betraying
wrongdoing?
the Protectorate, using the Sovereign's name in vain, overindulging in food and drink, loafing, boasting, belching, and of course, colluding with wrongdoers.
Can we make a deal? Maybe?
You dare to propose an arrangement? I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me, and I'll dispose of them before the Brigadier questions my loyalty and deems me guilty by association. In return, I shall grant you clearance to cross the bridge.
Yay!
Fair exchange, wouldn't you say?
Who are these traitors?
I commend you for your eager interest. I think 2 traitors in particular. First is Ida Rutledge, a worker at Spire Grove. I once had utmost respect for her. We were, oh, damn it all, we were friends. When the Grove went silent during the invasion, I assumed she'd fought to the death as any subject would. But reportedly, she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. Conspiring against us. Such treachery is unconscionable.
She's actually a paste. Yeah. She sabotaged the harvester, yeah.
What? How do you know this?
Oh, I didn't find more info. Huh. Alright, well. I was looking for the arm. I didn't find it. Oh, I guess it would send us. She would send us there to go find it. Okay. The workers say she shouted her love for the Sovereign and jumped in the gears.
A fascinating notion. And do you have proof that what they say is true?
This was an eyewitness count. Where they lie? We don't have the arm, but if we need to, we can always go get it.
You believe those corporatists need a reason to lie? It comes as easily to them as drawing breath. Now, if you'll allow me to proceed. The second traitor I seek is Charlton Weintraut of Westport. He is, unfortunately, my cousin, and most assuredly a disgrace to our line. He too failed to die defending his home during the invasion alongside the other residents of Westport. They'll be seen to in time. But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Oh, how I anticipate wiping that smug expression off his face. So, are these orders clear?
Sure. Kill your cousin. Sure, I have what I need. No use hanging around.
Your humor leaves much to be desired.
Aw, come
But
on.
so long as you deliver what I seek, I will resist opening fire in retribution. Now go on. Seek out Charlton and send him here, if you wish to cross the bridge. But beware if you step out of line. Other subjects may not be so generous with their deal-making as I. Farewell.
Alright, so we gotta bring proof that Ida's dead. That's just quick and easy. We looked for body parts. Oh well. We just gotta find the chunk of her arm and... Well, we know what to look for now. Is what over here? Oh, it's... Oh, do I have to... Oh, there it is. I don't think that was there before. And this guy definitely was face down. Yeah, he was face down, ass up. That classic pose people take. We should turn in our bounty. Yes. Let us turn in our bounty. What do we got here? Oh! Oh, this would have been Ida's... The info we missed. When we first came through here, because we just didn't come to this house. Oh, well, it happens. Where is... There it is. Our way down. Without dying. We could fast travel, but... Where's the fun in that? Also, it'll probably take longer. Whee! Hello. Oh! Battle helm. What? I had no idea that was okay. We'll look at that in a second.
Why choose just any choice
Turn in the bounty. Should get us some XP. Yeah. Beautiful.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
Alright, let's look at our lovely hats. Plate carrier, trash. I try to keep at least one of each piece of equipment. Become camouflaged while standing still. That actually sounds pretty cool. I wonder if it's a joke thing. Of course it is. Oh yeah. Get ready for the next 60 hours. Oh my gosh. Go to auto camera. It's on the camera too. Oh god. That's great. Oh, I love it. That's just so fucking perfect. Alright. Should we turn it? Part of me doesn't want to turn in the quest yet. Yeah, let's just turn it in. We might
I
as
don't much
well.
appreciate you undermining my work, Minister. When have I ever not made a go of a job for you, huh? Is it so damn hard to extend a
Bad Trooper Sealong, no mind. The individuality encouraged by Auntie's choice sometimes inspires employees to speak out of turn. How has your progress been? Have you acquired?
There you go.
Excellent! I'm pleased that someone in my employ can be relied upon. Here, have one of my finest suits as a token of thanks. May it aid in your capture of hearts and minds.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send me home. That don't make me wayward, and it sure as shit don't make me unreliable. If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
Hey, Minister, let her fix her graft and then she'll be better.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death the preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
Nice move. Independence will pay off. Some more. Yes. Now punch his hat off.
What? I have done nothing to deserve such barbaric treatment. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say. But Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She
Okay,
will
medic.
most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. Now, if you're quite finished urging others to assault my headwear, let's
Hey.
move on. The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold and to ensure my future. The second is my operation in Westport. Worry not. The culmination of my plan will bring me the tools to aid you in your endeavor to enter the Vox station. Westport is a shell of the bustling town it was prior to the invasion, though a handful of Protectorate Yesayers still cling to it. My plan requires their conversion.
I haven't heard of that place. I figure it's to the west.
It's actually located northeast from here. The town was named as it is the westernmost port settlement on Eden. Converting Westport's subjects will teach us much about the Protectorate mind. How it solves problems, what it desires, how it can be swayed. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry, the choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you.
Market specialist, or is that hat just for show? Why is conversion so important? I thought you were the marketing specialist.
Shh, not so loud. The hat can tell when you're questioning it. The people of Westport don't trust me. How can they? I am the enemy. I am the invader. I cannot help these people achieve salvation until I know what it is they yearn for. You are a third party. You're presumably trustworthy. I need you to act on my behalf.
Yeah, pretty convenient how helping them achieve salvation fits your goals.
I say if the situation is serendipitous, so much the better.
Got any advice?
Perhaps. The kit contains a wide variety of tools, propaganda, equipment, and more than a few confectionaries. Some items may serve as honey, swaying the naysayers to our side. Others are blunt implements, crippling infrastructure to force the refugees toward Fairfield. Slather on a bit of elbow grease and you'll certainly succeed. I'm sure there are kindred spirits in Westport. No one wholly resists Auntie.
Why is it so important again? I mean, he says it's so that we can understand how they think, but I doubt that.
Westport represents a challenge. The challenge presented by the majority of the Protectorate. Fairfield citizenry were given ample incentive to fold, for they could see the freedom we offer firsthand. But the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk death for their ideals and cannot be swayed by the lights of Fairfield. If I can convert them, I can convert anyone.
All right. Fine.
Excellent. Here's the kit. Advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of Purple Berry Crunch, everything you need to wage war on the undecided mind. That I shall mark the locale. Begin with the vigilant Hogarth. Motivate him to depart, and his subjects will trot in file behind him, woolly cow-like. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself, for a task so involved, shall the reward be worthwhile? Well,
yes,
wonder
shall
no
it?
longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited production, gentle person's Oxonian.
No. I want the real thing.
I don't think you understand. The reserve Oxonian is functionally identical to the one I wear. If anything, the replica is likely in better state. I've grown attached to this one and would prefer not to part with it. And really, is anything truly one of a kind? Not from the universal perspective.
Give me your hat.
Very well. I can see you won't be swayed. You succeed in the conversion of Westport, and I will supply you my limited production gentle person's Oxonian. If I must.
You know what, deal.
Then consider yourself officially deputized in the war to further innovation and the free market. Be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then can you motivate them adequately.
I'll be back. Keep that hat warm for me.
I suppose I should take this time to make peace with its departure. Oh, so many grand times shared with this hat.
It's gonna be mine. You'll be mine soon. Ah! You'll be mine soon, hat. Alright. Okay, I think we probably need to up our sneak so we do more damage. And you know what, we're gonna put one to actually no. We'll put one in guns so we do a bit more damage. Okay, so we took psychopath. We're looking for serial killer. We need 3 more perks, okay. That's SMGs and pistols. Damage with shotguns, SMP. Okay. That is tempting right now. Actually, that might not be that bad. Palm Greaser don't care about. Intimidator don't really care. I mean, this... We are using pistols. I could see using pistols for a lot of the game. So it's just... Alright, so it doesn't affect rifles. Gotta remember that. Let's take... Hang on, is it... Where's the one for rifles? That's trash. That's... No. Increased range and weak spot damage. Okay, so... Crabble Rancher, really? Ugh. Automatic fire. Shotgun. No, it's trash. To explode. Oh, that's 20. No. Pistols gain sneak attack damage and quieter. Minus sway. I mean, quick shot. Well, actually, that could be. That depends if it affects non-hostiles to us. So Crabble Rancher is rifles, pistols, shotgun deal increased damage. While the magazine of one of these weapons is half empty, they also gain bonus to critical hit chance. Okay. That might be... That sounds just in general better? Hang on. Does that only work if it's half... Does one of them have to be half empty to get the bonus? Or is it just bonus across? I'm gonna actually look that up. Alright, so it looks like your weapon has to be half empty to get the bonus. We might as well take it. We need damage, so...
All done in there? Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, thinking we ought to team up. You're going places. I want to go too. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together we'll be unstoppable. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back in Auntie's Choice.
Deal.
Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with Grafts for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us. After you. Appreciate you agreeing to help. Anyhow, was there something you needed, Commander?
Okay, so we can send her back to the ship. Well, let's talk with the doctor first. So take her. Doctor's over here. Meow.
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled. Oh, Inez, you look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated trip teas. Has something happened?
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's choice. My way.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you.
Fix a graft. Can you help?
Ah, that is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scaly friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But she nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more. Right.
What can we do?
Lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. Though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimens. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by protectorate scientists, who unfortunately went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, the code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble. Meaner and smarter, too.
Yes, it is a, basically it's a boss fight. These 2 will be boss fights, and we'll have to, this one we'll have to fight the big crabble and the smaller ones that it spawns. It's not incredibly difficult, but you can quickly get overwhelmed if you're not the high enough level. I don't get it. How can a skeleton move on its own?
The name's metaphorical. This creature's real pale, bone-colored, but it's got muscles and innards like anything else.
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep
Vox
in
Relay?
protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
Yeah, she's actually easier to deal with because she doesn't have the damage resistance that the crabble has. If you can just basically get past her, the armor she has and the stealth ability, you can quickly get rid of them.
This is hardly worth the effort of a response, dear, but I might remind you that Raptidons are not native to this land. Now listen close. When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez, I'm certain you know a formula that may suffice.
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours.
Gotcha. Fixing the graft with another graft. What could go wrong?
I can assure you my research is sound, and I am not at all like the last surgeon who performed on Inez. I take pride in my work. Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Matriarch, I mean, law guide you both out there.
Let's go hunting. Alright, so these are two upgrades that we can choose. One, they both give Inez different attacks or abilities, basically. And it's up to you which one you want to put. Inez doesn't care which one. But for now...
There's a beast out there just waiting to yield up its vitals to a grafting table. I'd like to begin the hunt soon, if it's all the same to you.
We will, but first I need to go back to the ship.
If you say so.
Thank you. Mainly because she's not going to take too kindly to us, basically getting rid of that one person who's in this place that we gotta send to their death. But first we gotta get over there. Let's no, let's just go out of town this way. Oh, we got hostiles. There's the road. Oh, yummy. Oh, that's it? Just some fruit? That's actually kind of... Oh! Nope. Somebody was having their own little... sit down? So then, where is the body? Or is there one?
Don't get any closer to it. You void-brained idiot. Put down the bottle and stop doing stupid shit. Get away from there.
Quit your worrying. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Gary, don't do it. Oh, goodbye, Gary. Yeah.
What am I gonna tell the commander?
You tell him Gary walked inside a rift. So there's a rift anomaly. We will get a tool later in the game that lets us open, quote unquote, these rifts. So for now, we just want to kind of get close enough so they are marked on our map. Hello. This is Auntie's choice.
Schultz went where? Sakes alive. Schultz!
Oh. Shut up. All right. All right. Can't steal. Schultz's sketchpad. Scrabble's a sprat in space. Alright. Cool. Alright, Commander.
Anyone got lamps on Schultz? Anyone? Void be damned. Sallying into the wire like that with nary a wish in her pocket? What was she thinking? Did I not make clear our orders to hold the line here regardless of provocation? Should my instructions have been more robust? Perhaps assisted by pictures?
I'm afraid there's more bad news, Commander. She also took Scrabbles, sir.
Would that he'd done her more good. Seems Calamity has claimed 2 good soldiers today. You there. I don't normally sanction nameless passers-by giving ear to my private discourse.
Oh, I guess we didn't find whatever that was. I'll come back later. That might be just laying around that we need to mess with. Messages. Yeah. They want to get rid of. They want to find the troops, but they can't because the troops are too far out. Torres's logs. Bodies on the bridge. Yeah. Schultz. Let's hack it. We have the working titles. Chosen Man, a memoir. I'm sure it's great. That must be the thing that he was the missing info. Hi.
You're like a burr picked up on a long march, aren't you? Whatever your purpose, I feel no Anti's forces are permitted beyond the forward position upon pain of disemployment and possible litigation. Our orders are to sit and mind the store for as long as need be.
Really? That wasn't the info. Bridge. Well, what soldier went in the
First
minefield?
Officer Schultz's decision to enter the minefield was not sanctioned, approved, or encouraged. Frankly, I have no idea why she defied orders. Schultz was a good soldier, admirable sense of duty, less than optimal eyesight. Her loss will be felt in this unit. If only she had recognized the merits of our post. By steadfastly holding the line here, we forestall any retribution the Protectorate would seek to inflict upon Fairfield. And we will continue said watch until orders change.
I heard you mention a subordinate Scrabbles.
I'd thank you to affix some ballast to that name when you speak it. Scrabbles has been integral to this unit's success for years. Outsiders may see him as a toy, but we've bled alongside that stuffed sprat. He's damn near family. Schultz obviously knew the risks and hoped he'd protect her through the minefield. Alas, even Scrabble's power has limits. Still would help morale to get him back, though.
You think he's protecting you somehow? Oh.
Before you depart, a final word. Stay out of the minefield.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Because we know how to deal with the minefield. Just gotta slow down a little bit. Listen for beeping. Alright, and we're looking for a fresh body. Ah. I don't recall where they are. Oh my god, there's so many right here. Oh, is that them? It looks fairly fresh. Flak jacket, okay. Alright, got a mod. Oh, there's another one. Ooh, okay, yeah, they don't like it that I'm blowing these up, but... Schultz! I am sorry, Schultz. Boom. I actually don't know if there's anything of value over here. Most likely, no. At least the rocks seem clear of landmines, which is good because they would kind of stand out. Alright, time to get back. Let's avoid. If we can.
You seen Gary anywhere? No, he went off to relieve himself, but I reckon that was a handful of hours ago. You don't think he took it literal, like when we told him to jump in a rift, do you? Even he couldn't be that literal. Could he? I mean, it is Gary.
Gary's dead.
Torres fought off 50 Raptidons back on...
I see you haven't gone and blown yourself up yet.
Here you go.
I'll be spaced. Scrabbles. And hardly the worse for wear. You've no grasp of what his return means to this unit. Scrabbles was originally a gift from my daughter. He fought with us during the Consolidation War and has seen this squad through every hard deployment since leaving Tau Ceti. He's also packed with some of the finest grade stimulants this side of legal.
Gotcha.
Here, for your trouble. Livener like that comes in handy when you're in a pinch.
Thanks.
Seems everyone's scoring big today.
We're not gonna have them assault the bridge with us because it'll basically kill everybody. Let's go this way around the minefield. Okay. We're too fat to go through there. Got it. There's the chapel where De Vries' friend is hanging out. Over here should be. Pocket watch.
First promotion accelerating activities done, and we've already got dropouts. Doozy of a drop, too. Can't believe Ormsby pegs these people as executive material. Me, sure. Them? Huh.
We can hear you.
Hush, Cobb. Today's task was about upward mobility. 3 died hanging the ropes. Told them they were doing it wrong. Dead include Assistant Hagen. And other slackwits.
Show some respect.
Oh, like you care. You didn't even participate.
I told you, I got a cute lumbago.
Time to break camp for the next skill-building exercise, which I will surely dominate. This is Sanitation Specialist Cutshaw, soon to be VP of something big, signing off.
Uh-huh. I got the feeling he's dead somewhere on this island. So we got the chapel.
We're closed.
Oh, well, that's a shame, because I'm coming in regardless. What do we got here? Yeah, Prison Architects. Hey, it's house wall card. +5 health. Just gonna loot everything we have here because you don't care. Alright, I think that's everything pretty much, unless we unless we pickpocket her. Do you think picket? No, it's pickpocket.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan.
Hey! Why are you here? Let's not go straight into the...
Obviously, as the result of the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. I don't know. I'm no scientician.
Hey, aren't you a friend?
Why are you asking? Who are you?
Someone is trying to keep her from doing horrible things.
Thank the matriarch. It's about time someone did. I wish I could, but it was all too much for me. Do you know what happened to her that caused her such anguish it drove her to her present course of action?
And what is the present course of action exactly?
I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor.
Victor? So Victor's the guy who you accused her of conspiring with, right?
How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me.
Did she... We don't have her journal. Did she ramble on about the Sentinels versus the cult?
Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again.
Again?
She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse.
Did the Order help aunties invade?
No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them.
How'd you two meet?
We became friends when she...
Well, she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter, and she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could.
So she was part of the order.
We all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up, even when it became illegal to even mention their name. Which was surprising with how angry she seemed to be getting with them, even as she was deep into scheming with Victor and the others. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confusing.
What do you know about what she was doing at the Vox station?
What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much. At least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it.
Knowing her was unsettling for you?
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing, at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her. Even with everything.
You came to live here?
It is inexplicable to me as well. I even tried to go see her again, once, after the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me.
Her safe house was empty. You know anything about that?
Yes, and I am ashamed to admit it. Though if she hadn't wanted me to, she wouldn't have told me the code. Same one she used for everything. 15-778. She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty.
Gotcha. Let's see if we go back to this real quick.
Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. After the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield, they seemed to let anyone in there. No. Nearest I could surmise, she'd left just prior to the fall of Fairfield. She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her.
We'll talk with her before we decide anything.
That's all I can ask.
Alright, so that solves that. Or not really, it doesn't solve anything, but it starts. Alright, so... do a couple things. First, we need to go here to get the fast travel point. Hello.
Careful, friend. Reckon there might be a few loose rapidons wandering around. Note that Auntie's choice ain't liable for rapidon-based injuries.
There we go. Fast travel. We'll come back here. This is like a very small mini dungeon, basically. It's just gonna be annoying to go through, which is why we're not doing it right now.
Careful. Have a profitable day.
I will. That's stealing still? Okay. That's bio. We don't have a bio.
Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the Protectorate survivors in Westport. Once any changes reported. I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my contract. Milver Street is offering bits reward.
Go away.
Anything of import we can tell him. But I do love dates. Come on, friend. Let's go set our lamps on something juicy for Milner Street.
Kleptomaniac? No, we don't want that. Basically, you automatically steal stuff when you're near it. So you just vacuum it up even though you don't look at it. So this is very bad. We don't want that. Yeah, it's great. Let's drop. That's all theft. Go away, Auntie's bullshit. I'm not gonna fucking tune to you. I don't give a shit. Look, there we go. We got to all three of them. You happy?
Scout report. Yes, move along.
Alright. It's a grenade. Bits. Trash. Oh my god. Go away. I don't give a shit. Auntie's distress signal. Ooh, what are you? Nope, no science. I mean, we'll look at the distress signal in a second, but it's gonna be pretty much useless. Yeah, there's the crates. Lockpick 2. Doesn't like there's anything to interact with there.
Think about the damage those crabbles are gonna do to my machines.
They're crabbles. They ain't gonna do nothing to your precious terminal. Only thing they're a danger to was us.
Yeah, you may have the right of it, but I just ain't certain. Peddle your wares elsewhere.
Hello, and goodbye.
Personal, like, trading some wages not to have to deal with saltwater for a while is just fine by me. The residue is more than a mite irritating.
Alright, so they're pointless. So the oh, now we don't have the distress signal? Is it this way? No. Is it gonna pop back up? There it is. Oh, I have the wireless turned off. That's right. Settings, audio.
Of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions.
Gotcha.
Find
Okay.
me in the renovated.
Alright. This guy is a quest that doesn't really matter. The reason why the quest doesn't matter is because the way we're going to do it is we're going to kill everyone on the outside. Then we'll do his quests, because his quest is about trying to cover his own ass, basically. So he made a aerosol disperser chemical, basically. And it's supposed to make people supposed to pacify them. Yeah, dangerous to enemies, gotcha.
Wonderful idea, Product Divisioner Ormsby. First rate as always. Sycophants. Not a stuff. Rolling up.
Fuck me. The fact that I missed both shots starting is just annoying. Okay, so they lost interest. Stay down. Oh, nope. They know where we're at. Someone killed themselves.
Investigate.
Slow down time. So a second shot was a critical. I think they're killing themselves somehow. Those are death sounds. Alright, let's get in here.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Ship's over! I have a life outside this place, you know!
A life? Outside our lab? No!
Yep, so they were gonna kill each other. Get to the grass, get to the grass. There we go. And I hope I'm detected by him. I just shot him in the head. You can see how many are actually over there. There's quite a few. Oh. Thanks for that, actually. You pushed me back out of the guy's range. Oh, stop it. Oh shit, heal. Yeah, got you. Yeah. Position's redundant, gotcha. Oh, fuck me. This is a wee bit more than what we're level for. Oh, you're trying to flank me. One more. We're out of combat. All right. Cost us a good chunk of ammo, but we did get it done. Now we just loot all the bodies. Biomass grenades. Basically, it's acid. Biomass is acid or poison, basically. I'll have to just walk around a little bit. Right, let's clear this house. I think there's a crate or something in here we can grab. Yeah, I got a body. Biomass pistol. Data? Sure. We need that for this guy's quest. Plasma shock. Crafting bench. Okay, the guy's in there. He has a quest for us. Okay. Double check, that's everything. Yeah, alright, good. Berry crunch. Get our inhaler charges back. We don't have lockpick. Right, now we go upstairs. There's nothing too crazy up here except melee weapon. What we want is there we go. Toss ball card and some loot. That was a risky jump I did. It's better to go from the outside, but I forgot about that until we were already up here. They're supposed to be painting it Auntie's choice green, I think it is. Oh, there's the staff. We have the premium version of that, so it does more damage. Alright, we need to go up that way to harvest some plants. Because this guy's gonna want them. Up, turn the light off. There you are. There should be two more little Raptidon nests that are kind of in our way, but not really. We just kind of have to watch out for them. We need to switch to actually grenades. So that when things go bad, we actually have something to throw. Goodbye. Decryption key, lovely. Cigarettes.
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Wind-borne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Quiet now as we approach the Raps nest. Certainly this...
As you can imagine, their stool sample gathering mission didn't go well. And while we're here, we might as well just start wiping these out as well. Hi, over here. Yeah, I see you, Spitter. Come here. Holographic. I think that does about the same damage. You know, the one we have now has the slightly more crit damage on it. Well, let's check while we're here. You're trash. Keep one. 24 versus 19, so no. Might as well put you on because you're going to do more damage. Less magazine capacity. I'll buy 4. Oh, that's nothing. But it has weak spot bonus. Okay. And that's basically it. Okay, sure. Give me that sweet, sweet damage. Here, we should go up. There should be at least one here, the spitter. And you're gone. Oh, but we can collect these red flowers. Hello. Just mag dump them. There they are. I suppose they're not really flowers, they're more cornstalk plants, something like that. Sample. I forget how many we actually need, but we'll just grab as many as we can. Oh, incendiary triple shotgun. Good. Since we don't have the ability to buy it. Yeah, that's what we're trying to get to. Eventually. Forgot how far away it was. It's not too far, it's just far enough to make it annoying. And I think we won't have to leave. I think we just go in and basically do this guy's mission just talking to him. We don't have to go out anymore. Craft a weapon mod. Silencer. Oh, hang on, with the holder, I forgot. Oh, I have, that's right, they gave me one. Oops. Well, now we have 2. Light pistol with a holographic sights. Lovely. You can have a silencer. Reduces base damage, but increases sneak damage. So we gain a huge boost to stealth. Standard shotgun, nothing. Okay. Now it is quieter and deals better sneak damage.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well.
Hello.
Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal ganglia. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis. I, Elmet Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor.
Your employees don't seem to... Yeah, you change your distress signal.
All that pleading and the like. Yes. Well, it's only my second time trapped in a laboratory basement, and I do admit, I did panic just a little. But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me, as an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt exhilarating assignment.
Uh-huh. How did this happen?
Whole thing was ghastly. One of my assistants and I heard a loud noise. He left to investigate while I continued working on our experiment. When he failed to return, I peeked outside and saw the others run in, bloody, gibbering, hunting for targets. They'd clearly been exposed to some virulent new form of experimental agent. I ran back and locked myself in this test chamber to avoid contamination.
A visionary lab like this gets its own agenda, right? Because we are brewing, after all.
Well, you'd certainly think so, but management sets the goals. Our humble research team works to deliver.
Alright. Impress me.
Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success.
Yeah. Very haphazard.
Well, of course. Succeeding in a haphazard fashion is one of the first courses taught to Auntie's Choice students in any field. But yes, I am something of a visionary. You see, our lab is a far cry from the others. We're part of something bigger here. The individual not only thrives, but shines even more brightly with the help of their brethren. It all requires a certain devotion. In the end, it's really quite in the best interests of everyone's careers. A rising tide raises all boats, as they say.
He sounds a bit like Mark Hamill, but I know that can't be right. It's just got like a little bit of a Joker twang in it. Twang, excuse me. I'm gonna look this up. Product Envisioner. Ahmed Ormsby. Ormsby. Voice actor. Yes, that's his quest. I don't care about his quest. Alright, that's wonderful. Thank you. You're very fucking useless. Okay. Great, thanks behind the voice actors. You're fucking useless. Alright, let's try IMDb. I doubt this is gonna have anything good on it. IMDb sucks ass so much. Are you just gonna pinwheel? Or are you gonna show me anything of value? I don't give a shit about your writers. Of course, Control F. Where's Ormsby? Control V. None. Ormsby. No, that's completely wrong. Okay, so either they're not explicitly listed or it's just not on the internet. Whatever. Anyways. Wait. The lab's best interest raise on what now?
You know what a spaceship is, yes? It's like that, but on the water. A boat is a non-space water ship. You see? Take it you're not very well traveled or well read, or... one hardly needs be versed in nautical matters to assist here. Let's move on, shall we? To devising a cure? Well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think?
Oh, indubitably. And stuff.
Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matters?
I'm something of a self-taught medical expert. I read a chapter once on phrenology.
Oh, really? That's very interesting. I believe that long since discredited, but, you know, such things often come back into fashion. Apologies. I do tend to assume everyone has a doctorate. No matter, if you are capable of following simple instructions, I'm sure I can guide you through it. Tremendous. Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions?
Nope,
We'll
what I need to do.
two things. Fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course.
Alright. Well, we just did that, so... Oh, we have skills. We need to... What's up and coming for our... I'm trying to think of what's coming up in terms of dialogue and quest. We gotta get speech up. Speech is starting to suffer a bit. Hack, probably next. Oh, actually, we'll apply that, yes. CO killer just needs psychopath, okay. We're gonna put guns. Actually... Yeah, we'll go guns again. Alright. Hey! Guess what?
My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer.
Alright, here you go.
Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail.
Guess you're not Overly surprised about the effects of the chemical agents?
Well, it's a textbook example of the medulla oblongata wagging the cerebellum. Although, frankly, there's a plethora of ways to stimulate the reptile brain into such a flurry. None of the previous methods were anywhere close to being this commercially viable. But where there's a will, there's a way to make a profit. Honestly, this whole process is 1 part scientific testing, 2 parts improvisation, and a dash of pure, undiluted panache. Exactly what we do best. It's only a matter of time.
Alright. He won't be in trouble at all. They're all expendable.
Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but...
There it is.
I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device and it will begin a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please.
Take it. And we can either just trust him or we can make it better. It doesn't really matter. I think we get better results for this one, but this one we're just going to do it. And we're just going to skip that because we've seen it before. Give it back to him.
I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote?
Yes. I really don't care. He's just gonna give us money, so yeah.
Good. Place the antidote into the slot here.
I did already.
Into the air filtration system. That will cycle it throughout the area and cure all afflicted. When backup arrives and releases me, I'll run a tally of all here who survived. Not to boast, but I'd say this wildly dangerous experimental agent was quite effective. You can be sure that management and I will see it's put to good use. I may even get a promotion off this.
You know what? Then it is gonna cost you more.
Not budging? Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a merit bonus for your superlative performance.
All right.
Wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's Choice. Be seeing you.
Thanks. So we get the escape suit, which is trash. That's actually pretty good. And more... Wait. Those were... Hang on. Did he have... 300 over time? Put you on. There we go. So this one does 300 and 300 over 5 seconds. So it's pretty good. It's a better one than we have. He had Heartless. Okay. These grow in the Zeranium, I think it is, areas. Did he take all the red ones? I guess he did. Oh well. Oh, did we get a new primer? No. Okay. Let us back mods for armor. what are we wearing now? We're wearing Zane's suit, aren't we? Shock resistance, corrosion, defensive plating. It only has 4. What's escape? 2? 5? We need better armor. That's basically the same thing. Heavy armor. No, that's not actually good. Plate carriers. Alright, we're gonna have to hang off then. Until we get some better armor. Which we may not get since we can't actually buy anything. Alright, so we are supposed to get this place to move over to Fairfield. But we're going to do that slowly. One of the things is we have to clear this lower section out for the supplies that are hidden here. Oh, you're not dead yet. There we go. Yeah, for the supplies that are hidden here, and we have to sabotage a few different things. So, grab the meat. Oh, there's a radio pulse from the relay. Grab everything that's not nailed down. Because essentially no one's coming back here. You're off already. Oh, more food. Thank you, and Brawny Engineering 2, can't get inside it. Let's clear the lower town. There we go.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprag race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hope the crabbles skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
And he was killed by the crabble. Oh, there you are. It's like I hear him. Where the hell is he? He's over there. Alright, you... Spacer's outfits. There's no second story. I was hoping I wouldn't have to waste anything, but I did. Got our food, loot. Another high value chest. Ah, someone's a fan of the purple berry crunch. Quite a bit of fan. Wow, I'm an extreme fan. Okay. Hey. Go getters. Hidden ambitions. Serial killer. Alright, so we have information about a guy who was living here. Who's now living over there, who's secretly in love with Auntie's Choice's cereal. Hey! Another one. We're gonna hang off turning these in until we get the final 4 as well, because that way we can just turn them all in at one time. Oh, can't get inside. We need a lockpick or a key. All right, let's check behind. Got an outhouse. Alright. That looks like about everything. So now we head over here and sabotage a few things. Actually, no stock, exit, alright. What's our map look like? So we're not trespassing until we cross this line. There should be a decryption key over there. But the robots are going to be very, very hostile to us, so we're going to hang off on that. The main reason we're holding off right now is because we want to go and get a quest for from the mayor to go to the repair place. The repair place down there for the mechs.
for now.
Place is not shooting the water anymore.
I had a nightmare that the matriarch didn't gift us the paradigm, and we were left to scramble for purpose and
All right.
profit like empty work.
The mayor's over here.
Greetings. It is
Hello.
my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Sure, anything I can do to
I
help?
believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
Time for recreation. We sleep well at
You
night.
need to reprogram these mechs.
Strenuous or
Why
stressful.
now?
Food is
As
nutritious
waiters?
and plentiful.
No. As I stated, as a means to seek a reprieve for our remaining residents, if not myself. A harsh judgment looms in our imminent future for our cowardice or negligence, depending on the Arbiter's interpretation. I will certainly be executed.
Material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Then why are you
Yes,
staying?
Because my subjects need me. As vigilant, I vowed to protect them to the end. The fact I can now see it coming changes nothing. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's choice saboteurs.
And rich natural resources.
These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on account of my failures. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such.
We all know how invasive species
Um,
can unbalance even the
Half the
most
town is underwater.
robust
Hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile.
The base in
I owe it to every single person here to try.
Don't fret. The system is resilient.
Alright, if you require
The system
assistance, let's
abides.
negotiate my
Now, more
fee.
than ever, we must all do our part
Yes.
to maintain
What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need.
your neighbors, same
Uh,
as ever. But
He'll help us get into the
prudence
Vox Relay station very easily. We just have to
zeal for now.
basically not kill anyone at the Vox Relay station and do his quest. So,
Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask?
Don't risk falling prey to imperfect
Uh,
thoughts. Go now.
can't say more, but I need to get inside.
I don't know what an Earth Directorate is, and I'd thought we were past the need for being coy, but fine. I'll extend you my trust as a show of good faith. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked
We
as
already have
traitors,
it.
I cannot create one for you here.
And the sovereign
I already have it.
Farewell now.
Yep.
Human societies were constantly out of balance.
So we're gonna go get the parts first, then we're gonna come through here and basically sabotage everything.
Simply saying I'd rest easier if he'd been assigned to it.
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
Here on Eden, we all
Yeah.
enjoy the
If we do it now, it may mess with his quest and not give us the opportunity to skip a lot of the fighting. The fighting to get inside the Vox Relay. Alright, so the upcoming, we have 3 fetch quests, I think, to do over here. And then we should be pretty much finished and back over to the Westport. So the goal is to get the Westport people to move to Fairfield, get our new hat from the guy,
At least a few usable parts in here.
and then
It's warped. Just like everything else.
basically move on with our life. Yep, they got a big leak going on here, which is unfortunate, but not our problem yet. We are going to have to solve that. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And some health. But first we're going over here because we need to get a quest item, which should already be spawned. Yes, I think that's it dead there in the grass. Or on the rocks they're smoking. So let's crouch. Can we one-shot any of these things? There is the body. We're gonna strip it. Yep, there we go. Got a catalyst amplifier. And I don't think we have to come back out here now. Everything else we can do is inside this facility, if I remember.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Show my pass.
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak.
Alright. Thanks.
One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
Alright. So don't steal anything, gotcha.
that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox Relay station. What in the name of the architect? Oh. Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it.
Alright, depends what you need. What I can get in return.
You see, Woodrow, why at this rate, we'll have the facility up and running in little to no time.
That's what scares me, Marshal.
Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the uranium leak.
Yeah, and you want someone to patch it up, someone disposable.
I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind. The Vox Relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Auntie's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate.
Aye.
What did I tell you, Woodrow? The situation's well in hand.
Marshal, those automechs have been corrupted with uranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
Right. Alright. So we need to go in there. That's where we get our next gadget. But up here is where we can get our, there they are, replacement parts for what's his face. Whee! Yeah, lab notes. Good old chunk. There's an auto dock to help get rid of the Zeranium. Alright, let's talk to her.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now what is it you want?
You're the one working on a shield device.
Ah, our good Marshal sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected.
Why is that?
A number of factors. Zeranium is dangerous, and we wouldn't want a researcher falling victim to their subject of study. The scarcity of volunteers is also a problem. Everyone wants to fix the gas leak, but no one wants to step inside a hazardous vapor. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas?
Seems like a rather personal question for someone you just met.
Quite. I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm.
Sounds useful.
Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components.
Okay.
Good, good. Wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions?
I'm good.
So exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!
Thanks? We need to make sure we have on temperature cap, trash. Oh, we don't have one. Okay. I was thinking we have actual protection, but not really.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks?
There you go.
What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user.
Oh, there we go. Are we talking about a tossball field or more of a cornfield?
A shield, you adorable nitwit. An enclosure. A personal encapsulation to protect your vitals. I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside.
You want me to slay a dragon?
Dragoon, you lovable dunce. And no, banish the idea from your absent mind. Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist, Woodrow, wasn't enthusiastic about my proposal to gild his only combat automech. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier.
I have one right here, actually. It's the one we picked up on the beach.
Oh, superb! I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war. You do that. Anything to keep him off my back for an hour.
Yay, thank you. So now we have our third gadget. The shield, it lasts for a little bit of time. Either it lasts for a period of time and then disappears, or if it takes a certain amount of damage, it disappears. Typically, it runs out of it takes too much damage and disappears. Hello.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak, you find us on the razor's edge between reason and panic. Whether or not you're able to help us, I'm grateful to have an extra set of eyes on the problem. Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate. I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, that she'd prove her worth as surely as any subject of the Protectorate would. Seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget, what say you put it through its paces? Make your way inside the repair hangar and find the control terminal to purge the Zeranium. And be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse.
Hypothetically, how would one make it worse?
Why in law's name would you want to know that?
So I know what not to do.
Good thinking. I suppose if some computational greenhorn left even one of the intake conduits open and shut down the Zeranium flow, that'd be a disaster. Good thing we don't make rookie mistakes in my unit. Any further questions?
No. Alright, so we have to close the intake valves before we shut off the Zeranium flow. If you just mash through buttons, you are going to have a bad time. Alright, so let's do this. And you see how all the damage it took from just the Zeranium itself. Because that's dense Zeranium, it's liquid form, so it does quite a bit. We can attack and kill things in here with impunity, and the people outside do not care. As long as we don't do it when they're around, basically. Where are you? There you are. I hit the wrong button. Yeah, so you can see the hole in the wall. Alright, so the terminal we need to access is inside here. It's right there. But we can't access it yet. We have to go up there and here to shut off the flow. It has to be done manually, and there's no real way up there that I can think of. There's probably a way to like cheese it, but we're gonna just do it this way. Yeah, I got it. We gotta get up and out. Don't. Come on. I hate the mantle system in this. Because it's very, very either extremely aggressive or not aggressive at all. There we go. And we're free. We're out of the rough spot. So like sometimes you just want to climb over like a box, but you can climb over the box and then it'll jump. Your character will jump forward and it's like, no. Why? Why would you do that? So this is number 1. We are about a third of our Zeranium poisoned. Actually, I don't know if we can land on those. Most likely, we can't. So, we probably don't want to risk it. So... let's do our shield. Up and over. Wait for the shield to go away again. Give it a second. Are you? There we go. It's like eventually it's going to disappear. I'm just going to go up. Spin over. Do a little 360 spin because you get extra style points for it. Drop down. Hey! Nothing. Okay. Alright. Can we... Probably not. Ooh. That was rough. Alright, down we go. There we go, you're gone. Let's steal everything we can, because there's really no reason not to. Can't mess with it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna tempt fate by messing with the vending machines. Alright, let's... I want to try something. Let's try the trauma pack and see if that... Can I use this? No. Oh, consumed by a companion. Oh. When you're down, the companion uses it to bring you back up. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, in that case, we have to use this. There we go. I wanted to see if it would remove the poisoning we got. Alright, there's our second one. That is both intakes gone. Alright, so we need to get inside and then seal off the gas. We're going to drop a save. Just in case this goes bad, so... This... Seal room and vent gas. Access flow system. Initiate flow, check system. Both are closed. Flow is on. We're going to shut down. Check system. Everything's off. Lovely. And we have no poison. Even better. Get our charge out of that. Let's grab you. Over here, if we had engineering, we could turn it so this lift works, but now the lift is broken. Which is why we did the little parkour up there. Let's grab you. Alright, nothing else there. Get more charges for our health. Lovely. Alright. Everything's been cleaned up magically, and we're good to go. Good news, buddy.
I hope you brought me good news, outsider.
The leak is fixed.
At last, the tide is shifting. Today, we fix our automechanicals. Tomorrow, we push the unprincipled interlopers of Auntie's choice into the sea. You've done us a great service, stranger, and I would see your efforts rewarded. Alas, we don't have much to offer since our supplies are so low. I hope these bits will suffice. We confiscated them from the corpses of the scouts who attempted to infiltrate this facility a few weeks back. It carries the invaders' taint, but it should spin just the same.
We don't have any engineering. Okay, thanks.
The pleasure was mine. The automex we sent out will be a great asset to the Vox Relay station. Now I can show our chief mechanist that he was wrong, and a little uranium poisoning won't do those automex any harm.
If I remember correctly, they do harm. It does do harm, excuse me. So we got the dose? Is that the dose? Okay. The poison, while standing in uranium cloud, crit rate. That's actually not that great. I was hoping it would be a piece of armor, or basically anything other than what he gave us. So we got a repeating rifle, and we have recipes for exploding ammo, which isn't that great, if we're being honest. Alright, so we did this one. Am I missing anything else? Yes, I am actually. That's theft. Can't buy anything from you. Do you have it out here? Repeating rifle, 30. No. If we had lockpick, we could try to pick the pockets. Not lockpick, pickpocket. We could try to pickpocket them, but we already have one of you. Pocket watch. Dock worker jumpsuit, sure. Alright, we're back outside. Let's check in here real quick. This is where everyone has poisoning.
Brings you to this fine establishment.
Caught a piece of shrapnel during the attack. What about you?
Zeranium poisoning. Only a mild case, but the doctors are withholding treatment.
Right. Just fast travel back. Let's see. We need to give him the... Actually, I think we can go ahead and start breaking or poisoning everything that... poisoning, breaking, and slowly getting everyone to walk away from this place. Right, so step one.
Under protectorate law, we are
Oh, we don't have the...
that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows.
I forgot we don't have lockpicking.
Town water tanks got all sort of needless warning labels on it. Avoid placing harmful irritants inside.
I think it's meant to stop me from dropping my father-in-law in there.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They
trust the plan, preserve said progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, all disruptive factors are passive elements.
Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign executes on it. History, human societies were constantly
unlock water.
out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack.
Sure, unlock that. That should be the door next to us. There we go. Compact rounds. Down here. There's a purifier. Let's examine it. Let's add the powder. Bathing in consumption may cause a severe rash. There it is. Oop. The little blue dot is the weak spot on him. I forgot where the decryption key was. Alright. The system abides. Alright, so we got into the water. We don't have access to...
Wireless said that flood in Westport is reaching maintenance. Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors.
Sovereign really does think of everything.
We don't have this broadcasting one we don't have access to yet.
Ray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and or...
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect...
I noticed you have
right out of
purple.
the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintrott.
Human societies were constantly
No need for all that, Charlton.
Individualism ran
I know your brand loyalty lies with Auntie's choice.
Why, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw through my carefully maintained act. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
time for recreation. We
Sure, the
sleep
ads
well
for
at night.
not some woolly cow cola are particularly riveting.
I am not familiar, though that does sound like one of their products. I refer to the ones for Purple Berry Crunch brand cereal. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret. I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
Our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Yes. Oh, this guy. We need to send him to the bridge.
Chose Eden because she recognized it as
If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
the pleasant atmosphere and rich natural resources.
Yeah. Go convert to your... Yes.
fascinatingly complex ecological
Go convert your
network.
cousin Marilyn to the cause, too.
I normally might, but my cousin, the warden there, freely enjoys stringing up Auntie's Choice sympathizers. And Marilyn would grant no reprieve to family.
Each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all.
I know you can do it with your gumption.
That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang.
But you grew up together. You're family. If anyone can convince her, it'd be you.
Why, that sounds like something only a true get-up-and-go-getter would have the sand for.
Don't fret. The system is resilient. The system
Perfect.
abides. But
I have no
now,
second thoughts
more
on
than
this.
ever,
Have fun.
Well, all right then. I will pack my things and head out in due course. Glad this world has folks like you just going around helping people realize their enormous unrevealed potential. I, for one, am the better for it.
Extra added
All right, so
zeal
he
for
gets
now,
sent.
just to offset any minor disruption.
Ugh, my body itches all over. Won't stop for nothing. Dictate, I
Yes. So we can see that the bathing has started turning people itchy. So the water is working. All right, nothing in this one.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrination.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our
Hello. Doubts.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes.
All right. So to get inside, we have to go here, and it's just a little bit of parkour. If I remember right, there might be a card over there or over here for the audio place we need to get into. Oh, almost fell off. This is for the generator. Let's examine it. Let's do this. There we go. It's starting to have issues. Lovely.
We take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
You are the
Not
raw
fair.
material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty. We're all in this together.
Alright. Up. There it is. Oh! This is a better one. So the tracing, when you hit a critical spot, it does more damage. Alright, so...
Well, pardon
Hi,
me.
Doc.
I'm up to my eyeballs in pruritus right now. Don't know what happened. Guess the town water tank was contaminated by some form of irritant. Now nearly everyone has itchy rashes all over. The Vigilant thinks some fool or malcontent is to blame. I can't imagine anyone being that dim-witted. Seems like every day things get worse around here. Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly?
Hey, I got this med kit if you want it.
Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. I have enough ailments to manage already. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you.
I swear by the reliability and efficacy of this Auntie's Choice medicine.
Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character and you seem upright. On behalf of my patients and I, thank you. We're all grateful. Guess outsiders aren't all just base individualists like they say on the wireless. Barring this being some tricky sales strategy, that is. This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you?
Yeah. If you buy it, consider.
Oh, they'd just take us all in?
provide us with all the food and medicine and housing we'd ask for, would they? Doesn't align with how I've heard them depicted on the wireless.
They'll sell whatever to who true. Yeah.
You almost make that sound reasonable, under a highly skewed, morally vacuous light. Not seeing a wealth of options here at present. I can watch my patients die, then face execution, or we can resettle elsewhere and remain alive. I lean toward the latter. The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though.
I already have them, but we're gonna
You do that. I'll be.
see if we can find it. Or let's talk with what's his face first.
Welcome back. Now,
Hello.
The itinerant stranger returns.
I have the parts you want.
That is most excellent. Please, hand them over.
Rightly appreciate it all.
There you go.
Yes, we had what you outsiders call a deal. I promised you a means past the bridge and a way inside the Vox Relay. There is wreckage from a crashed ship traversing most of the expanse. With the right equipment, the path will lead you directly to the Vox Relay's main gate. Tell me, do you already have Protectorate jump boots in your possession? That's what I knew them as. The official title is Personal Plasma Thrusters, I suppose.
Yes.
Wouldn't know much about that, but you'll find they serve a practical purpose here. With them equipped, you'll traverse that path with relative ease. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It saved many lives.
Challenges do arise. We all know how
yes, I abhor the loss of life.
The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing protectorate law.
with pride. Keep informing your neighbors.
Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox Relay. Conscript him with the writ. And this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand. We cannot allow any of that to happen. Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have
Oh yeah, Corbin. I think I did him a favor once. Actually, we did, didn't we?
You already know the man, and the two of you are in good standing. All the better. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup.
I think he's the guy that we erased the demerits for in the beginning episode.
Everyone knows.
Good, good. Here is the writ. I may not survive to see what occurs, but I trust you to follow your conscience. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can, to check in on my people and see how they fare.
We're constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant.
Before I go,
Nobody needs go anywhere. Not when we can still save Westport. We of the Protectorate endure as one, regardless of any hardships we must face. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse.
And plenty. We have community,
Uh.
purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night.
Well, that's what's common. I have the aid of key pillars of our community. Several persons of note and good character who stand with and by me. And our town still functions. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers. But I know you've got more to do than listen to me now. Farewell now.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted
Actually, you don't. All right.
This is all going perfectly according to the paradigm, I guess.
You walked in here under your own... Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle.
What happened
You haven't
here?
heard? When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the... A number of our subjects drowned. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up. So some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it... Oh my. Once again, I find chance to thank the Sovereign for our perfect society. Just mentioning. No reason right now in particular. All right. Well, don't let me keep you. Don't know what we'd do if we didn't have you and the Vigilant looking out for us.
Yep, there we go. Here's your medicine.
Well, now, that should do nicely. Thank you. Hope those Crabbles didn't give you too much trouble. I recognize these patients require more care than I'm able to provide here. Seems like in Fairfield, I can get them the help they require. The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it.
Gotcha.
It's less a concern about disloyalty, and more my respect for his abilities. He's a skilled leader, and we could sorely use his aid, from coordinating logistics to keeping up morale. I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. His presence on the journey would save lives.
Alright, I'll try my best.
See you when I see you.
Alright, so...
Itches unremittingly and to great extent.
I'm very curious how the town is going to function without the generator.
Yes. Without it, we have no auto mechanics. Without that... With our hands?
I'm sure this is all part of the paradigm.
Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against the
grab some goodies. We're gonna use Auntie's propaganda. Lovely. That's done.
Salutations! This is D.V. Milner Street of Fairfield with a special one-time free offer for all Protectorate subjects within and without earshot. What do I provide? Information. Did you know that... Greetings,
Non-protect. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items.
No, not interested.
Doodads, no permanent roles, just good old-fashioned freedom. In fact, the former Protectorate subjects...
These new official announcement. Oh, well, I'll be. Did you hear that? Must be wholly accurate and true since I heard it on the loudspeaker. Oh, excuse me. Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Oh, glad to hear. Probably sprung an important task on you afterwards, I'd wager. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport.
Did you see his fingers? You seem a bit distracted.
Got something on my mind. Did you hear that message over the loudspeakers? About choosing your chosen profession? That Milner Street fellow said in Fairfield you can, if I understood correctly, opt for any job you show proficiency in. Could that truly be true? Or is it a base falsity foisted by Auntie's choice to, you know, undermine Protectorate subjects' unflagging resolve?
That's true. Pretty much anywhere else had the Protectorate, actually.
Oh, and they hire you too. You're not simply assigned a role, but you, I guess, need to prove competence? And maybe even expertise?
Yeah, you can be richly rewarded.
That's a right intriguing proposition. I do wonder what it's like to have a choice about things. If it weren't for Vigilant Hogarth, I do believe I'd scupper off to, well, you know where. Yeah. You convince him, I'm in. But I owe him enough I wouldn't abandon him for nothing.
I certainly don't want to. Auntie's choice is an invasive species, Prudence says.
Specialty drinks for the discerning consumer.
I look forward to a new life of audacious self-determination and unregulated consumption of sugary sweets.
No, I think that's everybody. Clothing. Light revolver, electricity. Alright. Let's hack it. Gotcha.
That endless yattering is more insipid than... You have your orders. The Vox Relay awaits. Do remember what I asked of you.
Absolutely. Yeah, you are kind of finished.
What utter nonsense. How can you say that? Now, when I have automech parts in hand. No, your timing is absurd. Your wit, witless. Do tend to differ. Seems to me we're persevering, demonstrating a mixture of aplomb, grit, and tenacity even. Last I checked, our infrastructure is still plugging away, and our people are too.
That's not true. Your people are overwhelmed and ready. Yeah, your infrastructure's in shambles,
Tell me
dude.
what you... Excuse me, but that cacophony emanating from our loudspeakers can drive one to distraction.
Seawater chemicals are poisoning your water supply and harming your people.
That is concerning. Perhaps somehow we could still tough things out, though, with only a modicum of suffering.
Westport won't be inhabitable for much longer.
Oh, I would love to argue that this is not the case, but I fear you are correct. This war, this devastation, it can't be denied they've taken their toll. Ultimately, I regard their well-being above all, but the joke is on you, really, and them, I suppose. Don't you see? We're all traitors. I no longer hold any authority over anyone. But if they still wish my blessing, it is theirs. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield. But I will be staying.
You should go with your people.
Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve.
To market. Following a modicum of testing, Slurrylose will soon be found in all of our food products.
Even though you dreamed of a reduced sentence, will it be possible?
What nature
No.
made accidentally, we created on purpose.
Just give up. Not when the people require a leader.
Adherents are expected to hold firm to the end. Such is the degree of our devotion.
And preservatives say you've got How's your alien planting and my invasive species fish paste?
You're a rugged, spacefaring frontiers person type. Try it. Despite the
I don't know what this will do, but let's try it.
Oh, come now. I am a vigilant of the Protectorate. I've endured untold hardships, countless battles. What's a little avatar? Oh, it never stops. The tumult of duplicitous lies. You're right. I can't withstand this inane onslaught much longer alone. At least in Fairfield, I'll have company in adversity. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps, if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain.
Maybe.
Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give you a facial spritz. Your coworker.
Safe travels.
All right then. Suppose it's time to make my announcement.
I stay hungry.
Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and water never met you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture. You are to depart for the township of Fairfield, safely and together. Once there, you are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's Choice.
The consul.
Thereupon,
Or everyone's neighbor
you
Prudence.
are thus and forevermore relieved of your duties as subjects of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your Vigilant and is not to be questioned and cannot be countermanded. Now see to your preparations. I'll join you shortly.
Alright. Is that... yes. So that one's good. Through the bridge. We convinced him to go to the bridge under the guise of being an exemplary go-getter for aunties. Alright. Lovely. Let's go do that then. Hopefully he just teleports here. Hopefully. Otherwise, it might be slightly awkward. I mean, I'm gonna have a...
Outsiders approaching the south gate.
Hey!
You've brought me my poor, hapless cousin. If only it were under better circumstances.
I don't believe there is any circumstance, cousin, in which you would celebrate our meeting. Whatever you intend to do, I can only hope you do it quickly.
His treachery runs deep, Warden. He's a Purpleberry Crunch addict. We're just gonna screw him over.
Patriarch have mercy. So he has not only turned traitor, but he has also fallen prey to corporate manipulations. I thank you for bringing this to my attention. Look at you. Your lips are stained with snacks and Auntie's poison chalice. You have shamed our family.
Say what you might, cousin, but that sugary snack goodness was worth my life. I'd do it all again, had I an additional life to spare.
If only you had not strayed so far from home. Cadra, you know your orders.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Now then, have you brought back proof of Ida's demise?
There you go.
Let me see that. Yes. Yes. This does appear to be hers. Unfortunately, there are reports of the Harvester having been repaired in the wake of her sabotage. Though her triumph may not have endured, it was a good effort nonetheless. Should Montelli deign to interrogate me for my associations, I'll be certain to inform him of her patriotism.
Sacrifice was a waste. To witness heart-rending ending. Yeah.
Inspiring, isn't it? Ida's final gift to me was one of enduring loyalty and self-sacrifice. And I will benefit from it, just as she very well might have wanted. Since you have already delivered me Charlton, our arrangement is concluded. You may cross the bridge. Safe passage assured. Cadra, lower the bridge. Remember, there will be no negotiations, no staying of hands north of the bridge. If you step out of line, may the matriarch have mercy on you. Montelli surely won't.
Gotcha. Yay! Alright, perks. Ah, there it is, serial killer. Add that in. It's fine. Yes. Uh-oh, hang on. No, I got serial killer, okay. I saw serial dabbler, I was like, what is this? It's because we did the serial, different type of serial. Serial killer? We're stabbing. It's actually stabbing serial, okay. So whenever we kill someone, we have a... We can... I think we might be able to loot the heart sometimes as well. But we'll get to that. Alright, skills. Alright, so let's do... You... Snake kind of feels like it's in a good spot. Now we'll knock it up so we do more damage. There we go. Alright, so this one's finished. Let's knock a few off. Emergency stop? Where did we get that from? We have it now at least. That is the repeating rifle. This one's trash now. Incendiary versus standard. We'll take the incendiary. Alright. Now. Oh, we can go there and use the crash ship. To use the crash ship, we have to go around this way, I think it is. Yeah, I think we have to go through here, then around the edge of the water. But let's go back, get our hat from, what's his face? Mills Silver, whatever the fuck his name is. Let him know, hey, we did your thing, and I want my hat. My unique, one of a kind.
I've been bartering with the defectors. Traded one Borst rocket for a whole tin of prestige Borst flow. Straight up.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow. It'll probably be worse.
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward for your considerable efforts. From the hushed grumblings of the refugees, I've gathered that you, perhaps aided Westport's departure into inhospitability. Sometimes the harshest moves are the most necessary. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts?
Positive relationship with the subjects, let them see as a friend. It'll send slapped into them. Sense of purpose. Yes, sense of purpose.
I have a second cousin in experimental product design who's been working on a supplement for just that. Though most of her prototypes result in projectile eye bleeding, you've given me a great deal to think about. I am in your debt. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. I've many refugees to see to.
You had a plan to get me in the Vox?
I believe Vigilant Hogarth mentioned he presented you with a writ of conscription that should ease your entrance. I believe that should be more than sufficient. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell.
You still owe me.
What? But you... Oh, fie. Here are some bits for your trouble. Now, off with you.
Yeah, you bastard. Oh yeah, because we sent what's-his-face to the bridge to get killed, we didn't get the defectors part. Ah, the hat. Companion abilities charge. Doesn't matter. The crit damage though, holy shit. 40% crit damage. Lovely. It's Auntie's choice. Same as our one right now. Okay, cool. Alright, now let's see, did anyone move into this house? No. That sounded like a raptor almost. Let's before I forget. Yeah. Of course, he takes the credit for our hard work, which isn't surprising.
Why choose just any choice
But this way, everyone lives. Alright, down here, I think there's a magazine or periodical in this place. I think
Capitalism thing isn't so dreadful after all. They even allowed me a choice between fishing and sanitary engineering. That's far more freedom than we were ever offered while living under the protectorate. Also, brace yourself for this.
Encryption key.
We receive, that is to say, monetary remuneration for our work.
There it is. Number 6. Wonderful.
What a novel concept. And you receive 2 rest days a year, also paid, compensated for doing literally nothing. I believe it's called a vacation. I know, so exciting. Next week, we're to be receiving an audit. Truthfully, I haven't the faintest inkling what an audit is, but it sure sounds exciting.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Let them be on their way. And I think this is a good spot to leave it off on. Next time we'll work on getting towards the north side of the island. Now that we have access to it. We'll probably do a couple things. One, we'll use this to get the optional objective done. Because we go here across the shore, basically. Up here is a lift, and then this takes us up to here. But we still want to go through this bridge because there's loot. Then we're going to hit this up, and there's a magazine here and here, I want to say. I think. I don't remember exactly. I think that's where some of them are. But that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Till then, bye-bye.